Hey, Leela.
Wow.
Should I
You
rework
missed
or do you
her
wanna come
rap!
back?
Yeah, she did.
Why do you miss her rap?
It was a bad rap. You didn't miss anything good.
No, it was great rap. I will send you a link later.
Excuse me.
It was amazing, Ivan.
Leela won't do a Russian accent, and I don't know why. She's stubborn, like Vanessa.
I am.
Why won't you do Russian accent?
Because.
Ah.
No.
If
Oh,
your
you
wife
didn't
is-
miss it! Yes!
Hooray. Don't bully.
I'm not bullying. I'm
Don't let me
picking.
bully.
Crap.
Tough love, that's what it is.
True.
Okay, okay.
So,
We are officially in Oki's
yes.
cosplay mode.
Y'all are excited for this. What the heck?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so
That's awesome. I'm glad. Okay.
are you what was like your first? Okay, you saw. I imagine you saw Morganth, and you're like, I really want to cosplay this. But then you kind of started to get yourself into it. And what were you thinking?
I was thinking who in the heck designed her because,
You want to hate them?
I had no idea how I was gonna make that costume and walk in it. It I think like because I really had not made myself an outfit before.
Yeah.
So I had like no skills. So I was starting a very complex project with like very little knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was just I got myself into a big notion of, oh god, I can't do this, which kind of ended up happening. The first time I tried making her costume, I didn't finish it. And so when I got to this the next year where I was like, okay, I'm really gonna do it this time, it was a lot easier because I knew what to avoid. And I tried different like fabrics and all that stuff and different stitches. So yeah, it's such a learning experience, and almost in a way, I'm kind of glad that I started with something that was so complex.
Yeah.
Because it made me learn not to fear to go so outside of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
And just go all out, which is something I don't usually do. So yeah.
Right here, just in case you don't know what she made, that's Oki in her
I don't have
Morganth
any.
cosplay.
Awesome.
I don't know
I don't
what
have
which one you
shatters.
Because she's cool like that.
Well, I don't have
I
the
wouldn't
shadow
say I'm
pip
cool,
or
but
enough
thank
pips
you.
for regular hit either, so.
But yeah, so like, I know that, didn't you start with the staff? Didn't you start just with the staff?
Yes, the staff was the first thing that I did. I can. Do you want me to go into detail on how I made it, or?
Sure, it's up to you. It's your hour.
Okay,
Mhm.
alright. So the first thing I did, is I went to Home Depot and I got like this really long wooden dowel that was pretty thick. And I cut it down to, a little bit shorter than I am, because if you look at how she holds her staff, it kind of falls just above her head.
Mm-hmm.
And I figured with the orb, it would be about that size. So my dad actually cut the dowel down for me because it was like extremely long when we first bought it. So we did that. I painted it black, just straight up. I didn't put a primer on it or anything because I was young at the time and I did not think to do that. But it worked
Yeah.
okay. And then what I started on was her orb at the top, which was, it took me a lot longer than I had ever anticipated it would. So I started with a very large styrofoam ball, and I smoothed it down by paper macheing over top of it. And then after I had the first layer of paper mache down, I started to build that spider design. And my mom says it looks like the face eater from that one movie.
Oh yeah.
I forget the name. She looked at it and she's like, "Is that from that one movie?" And I'm like, "No, but it might have been inspired by it, so who knows?" But that took me so long to do. Yeah, it's not an entirely too complex design, but like getting reference photos was hard. I had to like do the whole mirror like dungeon just to go and like get my own pictures of her. So yeah, that was pretty wild. So I did that. After I paper mached it, I spray painted the blue part of her orb, and then I hand painted the spider decoration. So, and yeah, that took me about a month in total from start to finish. Oh, and then ribbon, I basically took like hot pink fabric, and I sewed a loop through the one side so I could feed wire, so it would stay in that curled shape. And then I like just like poked it into the styrofoam ball and kind of glued it in there.
Yeah.
So, but when I transport the staff, like have to take it into the car and go to the con and everything, I take the orb off, because otherwise it wouldn't fit in the car.
Yeah.
So I like the staff is like a separate thing from the orb, and then I have to like make sure the orb is all like protected in the car ride so it doesn't get crushed. So yeah, it's hard to transport her entire outfit, but
Leela
that's how I made that.
Leela in the chat goes, "I'm not cut out for cosplay, just making May's hairpin took weeks."
Huh?
She's making a May cosplay from Overwatch.
Oh, I saw. I loved it.
The cosplay is definitely a learning experience.
Oh yes,
like
it's yeah. There's no other way to put it.
It's like sometimes it's really frustrating because like you know what you want, but you can't like get it in your mind how to do it. Like you know it, but you don't know how to accomplish it.
Yeah, you really have to just start doing something. Like even if it completely fails, just try something, and if it doesn't work, then try something else. And yeah, that's a lot of my process. I mean, looking up tutorials and then altering those tutorials to what you want is a huge help, I've learned. But yeah, it's a really big learning experience.
With May's hairpin, I would suggest going to is Hobby Lobby a thing everywhere? No, it's like a hobby store.
Kind of.
So basically, I would say go buy a bag of beads, like a big like wooden beads, and wooden wheels. And a dowel. And that's basically all you need for May's hairpin. And then you just have to come up with how to make that little charm on the end, which is like a little like star with like a snowflake type thing.
Excuse me.
I think that would only cost like a couple bucks, if I'm thinking correctly.
Yeah, I don't know what her hairpin looks like exactly, but if I were to look at it, I might be able to get.
It's May's hairpin.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
Okay, so you're already looking it up. Okay.
Cause I have a rough idea, but I just might be able to suggest some materials that might be useful. But
you made the charm out of clay. Well, you know, it's just you and I, Oki. How does it feel? No one else is around us.
Oh. Well, okay, I see how it is, y'all.
I noticed that whenever you made your wizard cosplay, though, you actually made cards to go with it. Some people, I was talking to about it, and they're like, those are photoshopped. And I'm like, no, I don't know if they're photoshopped. I don't think they are.
Yeah, for Andrea, I made cards, because I actually had time. Yeah, what I did for that is, I just got card images off of Google or whatever, and I like measured them in Photoshop, like to how big I kind of wanted them to be, and then instead of printing them on regular paper, I put don't do this because it might mess up your printer, but I put like cardstock in my printer. And I was like, this might break my printer, but I don't care. So it ended up working. And it's a much more sturdy material. And the way that it came out, I just I printed it, and when I cut it out, I didn't make it like straight edges. I cut like little
the ridges. It's kind of like
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
if you look at the top of the Extra Life stream, I have some cards that you get in Pirate, actually. Like you get like you collect cards in Pirate for this quest.
Yeah.
And I have some of those up there. So I get what you're saying about that.
Yes, so I think that helps them make it look a lot more real than just cutting like straight edges onto them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I made them.
Yeah. Because I was talking to a few, and they're like, those don't, I don't think those are real. And I'm like, yeah, I think they're real. I don't see the point in lying about making cards.
No, yeah, I made them.
Your makeup's always on point, though.
Oh gosh, I don't know anything about makeup, but thank you.
It looks really good. I like it.
Thank you.
Looks
I mean,
amazing.
I've gotten better at it over the years, but yeah, when I first did Morganth, I was like, this is my first time using makeup, and I have no idea what I'm doing. So, yeah, it was interesting.
Just take some of Leela's tutorial tips on being.
Honestly, I should.
Makeup
She
stuff.
always looks so gorgeous. I can't even. Excuse me.
Alright,
I
I'll do this.
apologize for coughing.
Where's this at? Boop. There you go.
Okay, so I do have Shatter in hand. There are a lot of traps. So whenever you get a shad, we should be good.
Oh my
Okay.
god. I'm gonna fight my cough.
Everybody's dying.
This is a tricky fight, or it can be anyway.
This is more of a struggle than the Darkmoor run. Just saying.
I agree.
I don't know, that one run we did. Was I with you, Morgrim, or maybe that was another group? We were there for like so long.
Probably.
I think it was you, me,
Was it Rose? There might have been Rose.
Rose. It was, I think, Kiki was there.
Oh God!
This was
No!
a long-
No!
It was a
No!
long time ago.
No!
It was a long stream ago.
Don't
That was-
remind me of her. No.
I'm
The
sorry.
life wizard that doesn't heal.
I'm sorry.
The
Oh
life
my
wizard.
god.
But I don't know. I don't remember. It might have been Alex. I feel like Alex was there.
Probably,
Instead.
but if Kiki was there, Alex is not there.
Okay. It was really early on, so I don't remember.
It
but
might have been Alex.
I just remember. I remember being there till like 2, 3 a.m. and Alex was like, "I have work in like 2 hours," and I'm like, "Alex, go to bed."
Oh,
Oh
was
my
that the? I think
gosh.
that was the one that Rose and I stayed up till 2 a.m.
It might have been, but I think it might have been you, me, Rose, and Alex. But yeah, that was an unfun time. Oh gosh.
Oh god, I hope you live long enough to get those pips.
Oh my gosh.
I was thinking of using Satyr on Oki, but then I was like, I might not have
Um,
pips for Shatter if I do that.
I mean, if I die, it's not the hugest deal.
I mean, it's that tardy cheat.
Yeah.
That's true.
Hey, can you believe that, Vanessa? I can't believe there's another video of you rapping out there. Like, you're gonna be known as a rap god.
Oh my god.
Quite the opposite.
Like the spiral.
I'll be known as the girl who does the embarrassing raps, not the good raps.
No, you're gonna be like the next Eminem.
No.
There are no raps, but good raps.
You're gonna be like the next ham and cheese rap. You know?
Stop. Okay, I have Potent Elemental Tries, and I have Shatter.
I have Snake.
Snick.
Do you want to hit now, or do you want to wait for the Potent?
Let's just hit now.
Okay.
Why not?
How many more hours are left? 4. Well, 3.5. 3.5 more hours.
You made it to most of it.
I'm making it. I'm making it.
You're making it,
Don't
Mr.
forget
Krabs.
to change your clocks back tonight. We get an extra hour of sleep.
Woohoo!
Yay.
Which
I'm
also
so
means
excited about that.
it's gonna be darker by the time I get out of work, which is not woohoo.
True. But
same
like
time,
an
woohoo.
extra hour of sleep is always
Oh,
appreciated.
it's-
Well, I
blessing.
basically have no job, so I can sleep.
That's good. I mean,
Rip.